Congratulations on this film. This is so much fun, and what a perfect timing for Halloween, and people are going to haunted houses right now, and this Friday they actually get to see it. Were you guys big fans of going to haunted houses yourself growing up? Was that sort of the start of this?
I think we all were, but Brandy, that's why we cast her.
If she had been too big a fan, then we wouldn't have gotten the scares we needed.
I know you went to a lot of locations in Texas. I know some people are going to ask, are these places for real?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was very important to us. We wanted people to be able to go on a ride, even after watching the movie. So to separate ourselves from a lot of the other movies that fall under this genre, is we wanted to use as many real people and real places as we could. So all the scare actors are real, all these places are real. There's a list of them in the credits. So when you're done, you can go on and basically you can meet some of the same characters we did if you want.
We wanted audiences to question, wait, is this real? Is this not real? And people have computers in their phones, so they'll walk out of the movie and go, come on guys, and Google these places and then go, wait a second, this actually exists.
Were there some places that were truly scary to you?
I was
That's
scared
Brandy.
everywhere. I was scared at every single place.
So those are genuine screams.
Yes, yeah. So almost too much. That's the way I was describing it earlier. Is that for me, it's like a workout. I really come out because I'm scared every single time. So that if I walk out of that hunt, I'm like breathing heavy, just can't do it. So, but yeah, they were all actually really scary to me. I don't know about these guys.
Yeah,
but
the scare actors some of them were very, very method, and they didn't break character. And you yell cut, they still didn't break character. So that's when it starts to get a little real.
And every house has their own way of doing things, or whatever. Each one had different themes or whatever, and different things work for different people. Brandy can be scared by a pin drop, but other people it takes a little bit more. Some people are more into the sets and just the realism of a body laying across a table or whatever. Other people, whether it's clowns, which is a big theme in our movie, or sadistic doctors. Everything is different at each haunt, and so there's something for everybody. Some things don't work for people, some things do, but they take a lot of pride in what they do too and really stick to their theme. So it's always fun to see what house does what.
Yeah, well, and we're so happy to have you back here in Dallas. This got to be cool. I know you're making the rounds, but to get to come back home, what do you get to do while you're here?
We get to do this.
Yeah, we're actually we've taken an RV from LA and for our kind of press tour, and are hitting haunts along the way and having fun with that and getting the word in about the movie. But we're also going to be loading up in the RV in a couple days and driving to the Telluride Horror Show, that's where we're going to premiere the HouseS Octoberville. So we're kind of living out the movie ourselves again.
We may stop by Plano Senior High, because I think it's a different. All four of us went to the same high school, which I think is kind of a rarity in movies or whatever company you may have. And so that kind of camaraderie and still being friends after so long.
I'm faking it.
Yeah.
I'm not really their friends.
But I just think it's just kind of a different rare case, and hopefully that bleeds onto screen, the chemistry.
So what do you think is the one moment or scene that will stand out to you when people ask you about this years from now? Oh, that was pretty fun to work on, right? What is the moment that you go, oh, I'm never going to forget this?
It's different though, because when I've screened it with different people, different things work. Like I was talking about the haunted houses, I'll see somebody get scared and I'm like, that did it for you. And maybe I wouldn't think that would work. And other ones I'm like, oh, watch, they're gonna be scared on this. And then that one doesn't work for them, but it works. It depends on who the people are and what actually works for them. And there's a lot of great scenes in there. And I think the realism is one of the biggest scares throughout the whole movie, that it's just creepy on a lot of the stuff that goes on at these haunts and how some of the workers are and taking it too far maybe. So I think that's a big character in itself of creating scares.
Well, everybody has a different phobia, and whether you're afraid of clowns or spiders but I think being surrounded by 100 scare actors in costume as we were in the RV, that sticks out to me, because that's just not okay.
Well, since 'tis the season for Halloween, what are your favorite scary movies?
I like the first half of it. I have to just say the first half, because the first half is probably one of the scariest things I've ever seen. And it was on television, it wasn't even at the theaters. And to go to those links back, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, was tough. The second half I just never even count. I only own the first half DVD. It's 2 DVDs, I just threw away the second half.
Mine's The Shining. I read The Shining in 6th grade. It was the first kind of horror book and my first introduction to Stephen King, and then to watch that movie and kind of see what I had read and what was in my head, and then to have it play out, that was terrifying.
Candyman.
Say it 3 times.
Yeah, don't say it too many times.
Because I think for me
one.
it was more, it's scary, but then it was another thing, you know, because I watch it when I was having girls and we're sleeping over, and it was kind of a dare. You would be like, okay, now go to the bathroom and see if you do it, and some people would do it. And
See
some
if you can
people
do
would-
what?
No, I'm not saying it.
The Shining for sure. Anything involving religion and possession has always been a big thing for me. The Omen, Stigmata, that one really screws with me for some reason. Pet Sematary is great. It's a really one that you should revisit if you haven't seen it in a while. That one really gets you. And The Ring scared the hell out of me. Went to see that by
So
myself
he doesn't
in a
have just
theater.
one, is what he's trying to say.
I love horror. Right?
Now, not to ruin anything, but not everyone makes it out okay, as maybe they shouldn't. But do you see this could be some sort of franchise? People could be going to different haunted houses?
Well, I think the haunt world is, the haunt universe is so huge, and now even more so. We got a call, some of the guys helping out building some in the UK, building out in South America. So it's funny because Halloween is it's an English holiday first, and we've kind of commercialized it. And now the rest of the world is kind of following suit. And it's so big. I mean, 30 million just Americans go alone a year. So what we'd like to do is we tried to lay the tracks for a mythology, and some of it's very small detail, but there's a lot out there that, you know, the blue skeletons out there in this world, they do exist, and as society goes into every Halloween, they're going to want more and more extreme things to happen. And with that, I think we have more of a story to tell.
I just hope we don't keep losing cast members, because we started at 5 and now we're at 4, as you can see. So
Well, it's definitely creepy. It definitely gets to you, and I think people are going to love this. So congratulations again on the film.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.